This is Viking.
We're gonna hit that! Right, are you ready?
Where do you think I can go?
Oh shit!
Oh, let's do it now!
What's up, drivers? Welcome to 6 Minute Saturdays. I'm your host, Dashcam Hull. Let's see what's been happening in Hull since the last one. Hull City defied the odds and got promoted to the Premier League, and one fan used this as his chance to showcase his dancing ability. Gotta love that the event staff just let this guy vibe up there. Excellent scenes. Someone else in the aftermath of some unrelated celebrations has their sobering up food very nearly claimed by the wind. After hitting the deck, she just accepts the situation and continues to munch away. Elsewhere, the wind was also up to no good, providing us with some S-tier slapstick inanimate object comedy. In this next clip, we see the car in front come to a complete stop, just to wave at an oncoming van. I can't even, sometimes, with people. It's time to hand out the award for this month's donkeys.
You f***ing donkey!
The first donkey award today goes to an Audi driver who comes barrelling into a one-way street the wrong way. But this isn't what gets them the donkey award.
What are you fucking doing? It's a one-way.
It's the fact that the driver then parks up around the corner, gets out and attempts to start an altercation over it.
It's a one-way. Jesus Christ.
Behaving like this is akin to spitting your dummy out and kicking your toys out the pram, and will always result in a donkey award. As a pre-warning, this next clip is pretty graphic. I have censored the impact, but it does result in a motorcyclist receiving very serious injuries, so viewer discretion is advised. The camel was driving to work at 7 AM when she was watching a van in lane 1 move to lane 2, and she took this as an absolute green light to merge onto the carriageway. How she failed to see the motorcyclist isn't just poor observations, it's complete and utter lack of care to a dangerous degree while driving a 2-ton weapon. As part of her defence, she claims that she had zero clue she'd even hit anything until she was told so after pulling over. But why are you pulling over if you don't think you've hit anything? What, do you think your tyre just burst or something? Immediately following the crash, she then shows abysmal lack of composure and control of her vehicle as she struggles to safely stop, wiping out a road sign in the process. I sincerely hope she was breathalyzed at this scene, but what you'll be shocked to hear is that her appeal in court was successful, and instead of a 12-month suspended 16-week custodial sentence, she was banned from driving for 12 months and fined just £402. The man she hit suffered life-threatening injuries which included a bleed on both sides of his brain, 3 broken ribs, a broken nose and a spinal fracture. Some witness statements that protected this danger to our roads included the fact that the motorcyclist was riding too slowly, had a dim rear light, and a bag partially covering his high vis. Absolutely ridiculous reasonings, if you ask me. He had a working light, he was clearly visible, and he was wearing a high vis, of which very little of it was obstructed of view. Was the road sign not visible enough to avoid being struck as well? Or... donkey award for both the driver and the Muppets defending this one in court, if you ask me. Let's once again check in with our favourite yellow sponge as we look at more examples of what not to do at a stoplight.
Oh, did you hear that? What not to do at a stoplight?
Your passenger jumping out to remove his jacket is something you shouldn't really be allowing to happen at a stoplight. Not stopping at one is a pretty big what not to do at a stoplight. I actually got in trouble for this myself recently and have to do a course. Video to come, subscribe if you want to see that when it drops. Finally from Emu. He had you going in the first half there, didn't he? We're going to coin a new term from this called local knowledge maxing, and here's another clip that's an example of it. Emu, knowing the order of the lights at this junction, he does something a little bit cheeky, but he wants to know your thoughts on this one in the comments. Is this allowed? Now though, I offer my sincerest apologies to a certain demographic of my audience, as we take a look at some senior moments. Ah yes, let's just fail to give way and crawl out to further clog up an already blocked roundabout. Top marks. And this one, I simply have no words for. None whatsoever. The entitlement here is ludicrous. Time for the animals to cause a bit of havoc now. Next up is a badger who really wants to get away.
Oh, there's a badger! Holy shit!
I had to. Followed by another badger who gets oh so lucky.
Jesus fuck.
You'd be forgiven if you missed what freaked Emu out in this one, but if we slow it down, zoom in and increase the brightness, you can see the deer that almost runs out in front of him. Aljawan does amazingly well to avoid this deer. But Eli and his cursed Swift don't get so lucky. Again, I've censored this clip, but if you'd rather not see anything, look away now. The damage was pretty extensive, but it's since been mostly put back together. Final clip today, and we end on a very much needed happy note as I give my congratulations to my cousin Joe and his now fiancée Chloe. The build up to him popping the question is brilliant. As he's grabbing her hands, she thinks he just wants dapping up.
I didn't want to pay check with that.
Thankfully, as in Chloe's own words, it was the easiest yes of her life. But anyway, that's all we have time for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, please give me a sub. Check out my links in the description to buy yourself some merch. Consider joining the Patreon if you want your name amongst these set of legends here. Or come and check me out and follow me on my other socials. Or join the Discord server. And we'll have another chinwag really soon. Peace! Consider joining the Patreon if you'd... Wait, which way around are we?